Of all the animals on Earth, one is stranger than the rest. It has no fur to keep it warm. It walks on 2 legs instead of 4. Its brain is 3 times larger than it should be for a creature its size. It cannot run as fast as a lion, cannot smell as well as a dog, cannot see in the dark. And yet it has outlasted them all. It has walked on the moon. It has mapped the bottom of the ocean. It has made films about the nature of time. In 1859, a quiet English naturalist named Charles Darwin published an idea that changed everything. Life does not stay the same. Over millions of years, small changes accumulate. The ones that help a creature survive are passed on. The ones that do not are lost. Given enough time, a fish can become a lizard. A lizard can become a bird. And from a common ancestor shared with apes, something extraordinary can emerge. Something that eventually looks up at the stars and wonders. Every other primate has fur. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, all covered. So why did humans lose theirs? The leading theory is remarkable. Our ancestors became runners. On the open African savanna, the ability to chase prey for hours mattered more than speed. But running generates heat. Fur traps heat. So over thousands of generations, the ones who ran cooler survived longer. We traded our fur for sweat glands and became the greatest long-distance runners on Earth. Walking upright was another strange choice. It is less stable than 4 legs. It is harder on the spine. It left our internal organs exposed, but freed the hands. Hands that could carry food, throw stones, hold tools, make fire. Hands that could eventually hold a brush and write poetry. The moment our ancestors stood up, they were no longer just animals responding to the world. They were beginning to shape it. "3 million years ago, our ancestors had brains roughly the size of chimpanzees. Then something accelerated. In evolutionary time, almost overnight, the human brain tripled in size. It became so large that human babies must be born early. Their heads cannot fit through the birth canal if the brain develops fully. We are born the most helpless of all primates. We need years of care. But that helplessness is also our strength. It gives us years to learn. At some point, perhaps 300,000 years ago, perhaps more, something remarkable happened in that large brain. Language. Not just signals or calls like other animals, but true language. The ability to talk about things that are not present. About the past. About the future. About ideas that have never existed. About gods and stories and what happens after death. No other animal can discuss yesterday. No other animal can plan for next year. No other animal can tell a story. But the mystery runs deeper than Darwin. Why did the brain accelerate so quickly? Why did language appear so suddenly? Why does every human civilization, no matter how isolated, develop music, art, religion, and a creation story? Why do all human beings look up at the sky and ask where we came from? No other animal asks this question. The fact that we ask, it may itself be the most extraordinary thing about us. We're the animal that lost its fur and felt the cold and made clothes, that stood up on 2 legs and became unstable and built shelters, that grew a brain too large and used it to imagine futures that did not yet exist, that felt alone in the universe and made music so the silence would not be so vast. Darwin was right that we evolved, but evolution has never produced anything quite like this before. We are the universe's way of looking at itself and asking, what am I? Evolution does not stop. We are not the final form. Whatever we are becoming, we are not there yet. The same restlessness that sent our ancestors across oceans, that made them paint on cave walls, that made them point telescopes at the sky, that restlessness is still here. In every child who asks why, in every artist who makes something from nothing, in every scientist who asks a question that has never been asked, we are still becoming, and we do not know what we will be.